Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Aditi, and today in this video I'm going to take you back in time a little bit to share about my first MBA internship experience. This journey was full of a little bit awkwardness, a lot of learning and a lot of memories that I made. But yeah, let's jump into it. So the interview seasons are here, the pressure is on. Last year I was in the same condition as you guys might be right now. And I'll tell you guys, I was a bundle of nerves. I was so scared to sit in interviews and I was so afraid to speak in front of everyone last year. But here I am today. I'm improving and I'm growing every day. So I'll start with my story, how I got my internship first of all. So this particular consultancy firm, this came for interviews for campus placements in a college, and I sat for it, and that was my very first interview that I actually sat, and luckily I got it. I don't know how. I didn't do much of practice, but still I got it, and it was such a pretty great experience that I've gained from there. So in my college, the companies for HR started coming, and I didn't apply for few companies that came because they were startups, and I was not sure if I should go for that or I should follow a brand name. But I asked few of my seniors. They said that you can definitely go and sit for these interviews, and you can see. So there was this rule that I cannot sit again in an interview if I cracked one. This was a college policy that they had. So I was actually pretty nervous for sitting that what if I get into one and I am not able to sit for other companies if the better companies are coming in future. So I asked this senior of mine. She told me that you can definitely sit for the interviews. It isn't going to harm you. It's only going to help you to practice more and more for the interviews basically. So I said, okay, I should just give it a shot. I filled the form. I sat for the interview and I got it. Yes, I got the internship, and that was the very first internship that I got. So it was a pretty good experience, to be very honest. My interview went pretty well. There were total 33 students who were shortlisted, whose CVs were shortlisted basically, and out of them, the GD happened from which 7 were selected, and out of those 7, the 4 of us got the internship. So that's how it went. And now I'll be talking about the things that I've learned and the oops moments that I did and the awkwardness that happened during that learning phase. So my internship started on 24th Feb and it went till 24th May, which was a 3-month internship. And I learned a lot of things during this time. I had chosen to specialize in core HR. I'm a core HR student currently. So the internship was totally surrounded by the things related to HR, which was TA, recruitment, basic screening, company mapping, and a lot of other things that actually might help me with the HR things. This was the time where I had to put my all the college knowledge and all the books knowledge that I've read so far in this 1 year. I had to use it practically. I had to bring it to a life, and that actually helped me a lot because I was focusing very much for my particular subject, which was my HR subject. I was actually very keen to learn it, and that actually helped me a lot during my internship as well. So my internship completely revolved around the TA things, which is talent acquisition. So the initial screening, the interview process, the company mapping, and going through a lot of tons of and huge bunch of applications. That was such a huge task for me, but that helped me a lot to learn a lot of things for my HR. It might sound a bit dry, but it was actually very fascinating to learn all of these things because I've always learned these things through books and I've always seen how actually it worked in books only. But now that I'm seeing it in real life, having the practical experience and having the hands on experience on it, that actually helped me a lot. The best part of those 3 months was the incredible networks that I've built, the network with my colleagues, with my managers, and everyone in the company was such a great thing that I did during this internship. I made it to a point where I started learning from everyone. I started thinking from their perspective and a lot of things that actually helped me to build these relationships. I started focusing on that as well. So as I'm doing my MBA currently from Mumbai only, so it was not a huge task for me to completely relocate to a different state or different city because I was already living in Mumbai and this internship was in Mumbai only. Now that I spoke about all the good things that I did, I think it's time to talk about the oops moment that I did or the things that I messed up there. So what happened was, I'll tell you a short story about this. Basically what happened there and what the things that I did wrong, and I got a good scolding for that as well. Okay, so the story begins. So everyone, my managers, my colleagues, my interns, all of us used to sit together and we used to eat our lunch together. It was like a potluck. Everyone used to bring something from their home and we used to share it and we used to eat it. It was such a good time. So one time a manager, my reporting manager, whom I used to report, she was on leave for a few days. She actually went to a place where her son was living And she went there. She came back after a long week, I think. And I asked her, hey, how are you? How your vacation was? Was it good? What you guys did? So she was like, yeah, it was such a good vacation. I went there and I had a lot of fun. We went for trekking. And at that point, I said something so wrong unintentionally, which actually messed the things up. So what I said was, I said it in Hindi basically. I said, oh, आप trekking कर लेते हो? And it was such a genuine question because being a mother of two, she was so fit at that time. I was very surprised. I was pretty surprised because the way she said that she went for trekking for such a long trek, it was okay. I messed up there. It was my mistake and I realized it after she left the table. She didn't say anything at that time. She just left and she stood up and we all went to her office. And then she came and then she asked me and my other colleague, my other intern basically, we both were reporting to her as she was a manager for both of us. She called both of us. She said, can you guys come to the conference room please? And we were like, okay, maybe she wanted to talk about something. And then we went there. She closed the door. And as soon as she closed the door, the first thing that came out of her mouth was, what was that? What was the comment that you just made? And my, I was so shocked. I was like, okay, what should I say now? And I said, what comment? I was actually not sure because if she's talking about the same thing that I mentioned, because it was such a normal thing. And all of us were used to eat together, sit together, make jokes. It was such a great bond, to be very honest. She also used to say a lot of things to me and a lot of jokes she used to make. And I was taking it pretty casually, to be very honest. And I didn't even realize that she felt bad about it. She came to me and she said that. And I was like, what comment? She said, the comment that you just made. Do you think I'm your mother? I'm not your mother. You cannot talk to me like that. That too in front of everyone. That guy, my MD was also there. He also used to sit there. And she said that guy can say anything to me because he's my friend. You are not. Can you please stop treating me like your mother? A lot of students interned under me and they never said anything like that you just mentioned. I hope you realize that what you did wrong. And at that point, I was just standing blank. My face was pale and I was so nervous. I was like, okay, I just messed up my reputation, my personality that I've built there. I think it's all gone. All the work that I did, it's like it went waste. She's not gonna consider any of it. She won't give me good marks because in MBA, your managers, your office managers also give you a score to your professors. So that actually counts there in your final CGPA. So I was so worried. Okay, I just messed things up. What should I do now? And I started crying. Yes, I started crying in front of her because I was not able to control all of my emotions and it just went. I started crying and then after that she just left. She just opened the door like with a bang sound and then she just did this and then she left. And I was crying very badly. The intern with me, she was like, it's okay, don't cry. We won't tell anyone. We won't tell the other interns. It's okay. This should be just between three of us. Please stop crying. She was consoling me actually. She was such a nice friend to me. She is such a nice friend to me. And I was like, okay, yeah. And I was just not able to control my tears. But I had to go and I had to work. So I just went to the washroom. I cleaned my face. I washed my face. And then I went into the office. And it was like she was acting like nothing happened. She was acting like nothing happened. It was pretty normal. We were just sitting there. I was working. And I was not able to control my tears even while I was working because that was the very first time someone scolded me in my workplace. And that too, this was my very first internship that I did. So it was such a bad experience. It was such a bad day that day. But it went and she asked me, did you do the work that I asked you to? I was like, yeah, I did. I was not even able to look back because she was sitting behind me. And I was not even able to do this because I was crying. I was crying so badly and my tears were right in my eyes and I just had to blink and I just sat there and I said, yeah, I did it. And then after that, she was talking very normally. It went very normal as if nothing happened. So yeah, that was the story, guys. That was the sad story that I had. But that's okay, it's done. And hey, you live and you learn, right? So, and honestly, it doesn't affect me much because that made me understand that you cannot talk to your seniors the way they talk to you. Because I mean, I already knew this, but seeing it in real life and having the first hand experience on such thing actually gave me a good picture of that. So that helped me a lot, that I should control my communication skills for certain situations basically. And I should be very mindful of what I'm saying to them. Even though they are making jokes to you guys, you should not do the same thing to them. Even though you think that your bond is like very friendly, you can talk to them like friends. That's what I used to think. But see, here's the example. That's what happened. So you cannot do that, and be mindful of your communication and be mindful of what you're saying to your manager or to anyone in the office, because whatever you are doing in your office, everyone gets to know it. Everyone. It doesn't mean that if you did something privately, like in a corner of the office, and you thought that nobody's gonna know, they're gonna know. So yeah, just be mindful and keep learning from these small things. And I hope you don't repeat this mistake, the one that I did, because I don't want you guys to get good scolding from your managers. Okay, so now keeping those hiccups aside, my learning curve actually went steep and amazing. I've got to learn everything, the end-to-end recruitment process, the company mapping, the things that I was doing. I actually work for investment banks. Basically, the recruitment that I was doing for investment banks, for like JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Barclays, Standard Chartered, and Nomura, TIA, and so many other companies I worked for. And the recruitment was actually for senior level people. So most of them were senior level people, such as vice president, president, not the MD level. Basically, we did only till AVP, because we were not supposed to talk to VPs, because they used to grill you a lot on calls. If you're asking a question to a VP, they backfire you with questions a lot of time, and we, being in the position of interns, we were not able to answer those questions because we were not that experienced. So we were asked only to make calls till the AVP position and not for the VP. So that actually gave me a good perspective of everything, that how these people are thinking and how these people working in such good corporates are thinking. What is their perspective, what they feel about these things, are they interested in the work or not, and how the hierarchy of the reporting works, structure of their company. A lot of things I got to learn through this 3 months of internship. I also got to understand that how these consultancy works for these different companies, for these big brands, how they work for them, how they do the hiring for them, and what they're actually demanding. So being in HR, I was not always very good with the finance things, but I'll be very honest, if you're working for an investment bank, for a consultancy, you have to understand all those concepts. You have to understand what is risk in management, how to manage the risk, how to mitigate the risk, how to identify the risk, what kind of people do you need for this, what quantitative researchers do, what quantitative developers do, what is wealth management, a lot of things. Like, I was completely surrounded with the finance. I would say I was not able to get rid of it. Even though I took HR, it was always there with me. And to be very honest, it was so fun to understand all of these concepts, because people who are actually working in these corporates, in the outer world, you understand that how things are going in this world, how such big brands are working, how these people are putting their value in these kind of big brands. So that actually helped me a lot to understand this corporate world structure and what kind of people work for what kind of roles. So this journey came to an end. Everyone had to leave because our internship was ending soon. Me and my other 3 interns, my friends, we all left. It was a bit overwhelming for me the day I was leaving, because I had to give my card to my manager, the door card that he used. I had to give it back to him, and I was a bit emotional, but I was actually very happy that I'm walking away with so many memory and so many other things that I've learned from here, the experience that I've gained. It was such a good experience that I got from there. So I was actually very happy, but yeah, a bit emotional as well. And I think that is life. You have to go through different phases, because you build connection and network, and you're not gonna see those people from next day. You don't have to wake up early and you have to get ready for your work, and you have to sit there from 9 to 6 with those same 4 to 5 people in your cabin. So that was a bit overwhelming for me, but it was good. And here's this unexpected bonus that I got to know from a professor, was that I was actually one of the best interns there. This I got to know from my professor, because the head of L&D in the company, she told that professor that Aditi is one of the best performers, and we were really impressed by her work. I hope she does great in her life and her future. So that was pretty good, and I got pretty good marks from my managers as well. So it was such a great compliment event for me because this was my very first internship and I did pretty good at it. So that made me very happy and it pushed me and it motivated me a lot to do better in my life. So, what are some key takeaways that I took from my internship and I want you guys to keep it in your mind during yours? Let's talk about it. So, first thing I would say is be sponge. Yes, absorb as much as you can. The knowledge is yours. You are there to learn. So, just try to learn as much as you can, as many things as you can. It doesn't matter if it's in your field or not, if it's surrounded with your specialization or not. Just learn. Just learn as much as you can. The second most important thing is network like crazy. I mean, just network like crazy. Talk to people in your company, understand their perspective, and genuinely build the connection with them because you never know at what point you might need their help. So the third point is embrace this learning curve. You never know that what you're gonna do in your life. So just keep learning, keep hustling. You don't have to worry about the results or the outcome. Just focus on your learning and everything will fall at its place. So you don't have to worry about it. Just focus on learning. So the fourth point is take the opportunity. Take the opportunities if you're getting from your managers. Just say yes, I'll do it. Show the enthusiasm. Just be there, work hard, and just be excited for your work. You should not be like you're sitting like this and you're very lazy to work. No, just be excited about your work and be excited what you're doing. And last but not the least, be professional. Talk in a professional way. Act like you're actually working in a corporate. It shouldn't feel like that you're an intern there and working in your internship. It should be like you're an actual employee and you have to behave like that you're in a corporate and you have to talk like that. You should be mindful of your words. You should know what you're saying and what outcome you'll get with your words. Just be punctual, be serious about your work, take the responsibilities and work on it and just focus on learning. So I'll be very honest, if you're just focused towards your learning, you'll achieve everything in your life. Just focus on learning and everything will come to you. So that was a little peek into my first MBA internship story in Mumbai and it went pretty good. I've got to learn a lot of things. I've gained such a good experience from there. I've learned how to be in corporate, how to behave there and how to talk to people, how to focus on things, how to understand things, different ways of learning. It was actually very, very helpful for me and I hope this video helped you guys to get better at your journey. I hope sharing my story and my tips help you guys a lot, and if this video was helpful for you in any way, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel, and do let me know what you guys want to see next so that I can make a video on it. Bye bye. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching.